This.
I know. I just got to get this started.
While who knows everything, our hero.
Shh.
Let's take this 2-minute timeout with Charlie right here. 95.5, 94 FM. Are our levels okay, Rich?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome from high atop the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School. We're getting ready for some special basketball action here for you on RTC TV4. It's going to be the 2A and 3A North Semi-State here from Logansport High School. Hello, everyone. Sports Director Steve Stricker here today with you, and I've got my daughter, Macy.
Hello.
We got Phil Dean running the camera for us this afternoon. Say hi, Phil. He shakes his head and says hi. This is a great matchup here in the first game. So I want to do a little introduction here. Macy, you've been able to get on camera for us a little bit over Christmas break. A 2018 graduate of Argus High School. Had a decent little high school career. You currently hold the school record for most wins ever as a varsity player. I believe 75 wins on your career, 4-year starter. Had a nice little run in 2016. You guys made it all the way down to the state championship game. Came up a little short against Jack Sindel in that one. 2 sectional titles, almost got a 3rd one last year. Just came up a little short against Oregon Davis in the championship game. So give everybody a little perspective. This is a huge game here today, and you've been here. You've been, rolling up to Crown Point High School as a 15-year-old sophomore getting ready for a semi-state. Talk a little bit from the player perspective, what some of the nerves are like.
You know, when it still hasn't kicked in that this is what this gym is like, the atmosphere that I actually had the chance to be in. We got to leave school early to go practice. We walked in, and this gym is just the biggest gym I've been in as far as a player. We got a strict amount of time on the floor. We just shot just to get used to the rims. But then the next day we went back, and we walked in, and the gym was filled. Not only our fans, but we had Oregon Davis fans there for us, 2 small towns. It was just, I don't want to say so much nerve-wracking. It was just exciting. The nerves were just flowing, There's just tons of people there supporting you, probably some that have never even seen us play. Walking into this gym, it just brings back a ton of memories. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what we did.
Well, it was quite an accomplishment, and in perspective, obviously, it's not something that everybody gets to do. But I tell you what, these 2 teams here this morning or this afternoon for game number 1, been there, done that a little bit. They have all the experience in the world. 2017 semi-state, Oak Hill defeated Central Noble 42-33. Oak Hill went down to Bankers Life and lost to Eastern from Pekin County 42-31. Everybody kind of expected it to come back again last year and be these 2 teams in the semi-state, and Frankton kind of shocked the world a little bit, knocking off Oak Hill in the regional championship 68-58. Central Noble won that semi-state game then the next week against Frankton and went on to win the state championship against Winchester, who, by the way, won their game this morning. So they're waiting for the winner of this one for the 2A state title. So Winchester going back-to-back. Central Noble looking to go back-to-back. Oak Hill's looking to get back. They haven't been there in 2 years, so it ought to be a great matchup. We can look down the tail of the tape a little bit, how everybody got here. So we're going to start off with Oak Hill and their trail to get to the semi-state game. Started off up at Manchester in the sectional round, knocked off North Miami in the first game 54-23. Wabash in the semifinals 51-20, and then Manchester, the home team, and they beat them 48-16. Moved over to Eastern High School into regional round, knocked off Lafayette Central Catholic 37-26, and then in the championship last Saturday night, defeated Tipton 56-36. So that's the Oak Hill Eagles as they got here to the semi-state. Take a quick look here at Central Noble. Central Noble had a home sectional and knocked off Westview 57-25 in round one. Whitco 76-27 in semifinal, and then knocked off number 15 ranked Bremen 55-30 in the sectional championship. We saw Central Noble last week over at Winnemac. Winnemac is one of our schools that we cover, and knocked off a very good Hammond Knoll team in game number one there, 64-51. And then in the nightcap there, defeated North Judson 43-37 to advance here to Logansport semi-state for the third straight year actually for Central Noble. So they're playing the school songs here. We got a huge crowd. Phil, you want to kind of pan around the crowd a little bit there? So we're going to get Phil Dean there. Everybody's up and around. You can see all of the Central Noble fans on the far side there. They got the whole thing filled up. If you're watching us from home up there in Albion area, you're probably one of about 3 people that are still there. I saw the sign there at the implement supply place that said last one out, turn out the lights. And Mace, this kind of harkens back to what we did in 2016 at Argus, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. I think everyone in Argus was there. I mean, it never happened, not only semi-state, but state too, because, yeah, they've been to semi-state, but they haven't in a long time. So that kind of excitement, that gets everyone out of their houses and to the game.
Yeah, it drew a lot of reminiscing back to the 1979 boys team that made it all the way to the Final Four back in the old single class days. That was quite the ride there. Mace, looking down the line here at this game, this ought to be a really, really good game. The records kind of tell the tale. Central Noble, number 1 in Class 2A, coming in 27-0 on the year. You got to go all the way back to January of 2018 to find the last loss for this Central Noble team. That is a long time to go without losing a game. 27-0 coming in, ranked number 1 in Class 2A. You look down here, you got Oak Hill 23-3. 2 of the teams that Oak Hill lost to this year are going to be playing in the game following this one, Marion and Northwestern. The other team they lost to, Fort Wayne Southside, is a 4A school. So you can't fault any of those losses for Oak Hill. And you look down, the coaches, John Treesh for Central Noble, Todd Law, 15 years for Law, 8 years for Treesh. You look at the numbers down here, scoring, points per game, almost identical. The one number that kind of stuck out to me is the three-pointers. I think Oak Hill or Central Noble has a bit more from the outside. Here come the Cougars out onto the floor. So let's go over the keys here for the teams. Let's start with the Cougars as they just came out onto the floor. So the keys to win here, Mace, as you can see it pop up on the screen, they're going to have to battle inside. Oak Hill's got 2 powerhouses on the inside with Westgate and Trexler. They've got their own power inside. The Cougars do. With Leatherman, but Trexler and Westgate are going to be tough inside for Oak Hill. Sydney Freeman, the Ball State recruit, is going to have to control the tempo. She's going to have to limit turnovers, and the young guns for Central Noble are going to have to come up and play big, and they're all going to have to stay out of foul trouble.
I think it's very important.
For Oak Hill,
Off to a great
their keys to win here for the game, they're going to have to slow down Freeman. Freeman, a very, very talented player for Central Noble, and they're going to have to put the pressure on Central Noble on the inside with those big players in Trexler and with Westgate. They're going to have to force those young Central Noble guards into turnovers, and the Oak Hill guards are going to have to play well and limit turnovers of their own. So it should be a great matchup here. Just two teams that you look down the line, just tremendous, tremendous teams here. So we're getting ready for National Anthem, and we're going to get some starting lineups. We're going to get underway here from the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School.
They're doing the sportsman thing, Rich, and then they're going to go to the National Anthem. So we are going to pause for another 2 minutes. Send it back to Great Rich Hartley. 2 minute timeout, Rich, right here. 95.5, 95.3.
Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom from want, and freedom from fear. At this time, we ask that you please rise with your hats. Pause on our state of Indiana and our great nation. Followed by our national anthem. The sound of the rise of the seeker. Thank you. I'm home again in Indiana, and it seems that I can see the gleaming candlelight still shine.
Add another minute, Rich. They're playing two different songs. National Anthem and not going to get in Indiana, so play an extra minute, Rich. I hope you heard me. An extra minute. Okay.
All right, back home again in Indiana. Of course, you can't come to Logansport, Indiana without talking about the Wabash, right? And the National Anthem, and we're getting set to go here from the Berry Bowl. I want to thank the athletic director here, Mr. Brian Strong. He's been super great to us throughout the years, helping us out. This is the first time we've been in the Berry Bowl doing a broadcast. Got a chance to do a couple of Pioneer semi-state football games out at the football facility, and definitely great to work with Brian and Milt Hess and all their IT guys here have been very, very good to work with. It's going to be number 1, Central Noble, 27-0, taking on the number 3 team in Class 2A, Oak Hill, 23-3. Get some starting lineups.
Getting ready to introduce the players, the starting lineups.
So Central Noble is going to be the home team wearing the white uniforms. Oak Hill is going to be your visitors. Of course, on the scoreboard, it has their names. We got Central Noble there on the left, the Cougars. Oak Hill Eagles on the right. What do you think, Mace?
I just want to suit up and play now.
Forgot to mention that you just finished up your freshman season there at Trine University up in Angola, playing basketball for the Thunder up there. And going to do the non-starters here for both schools. So for Oak Hill, a 5'5" junior, number 13, Kalina Selick. A 5'4" senior, number 23, Lexi Carmichael. A 5'6" junior, number 25, Abby Shaw. A 5'6" sophomore, number 41, Carly Biddle. 5'10" sophomore, number 45, Kate Hornacher. And the twins, 6' seniors, number 51, Andrea Wilk, and number 53, Marissa Wilk. And the non-starters for the Cougars, the home team on your scoreboard. Number 11, a 5'6" sophomore, Casey Hunter. Number 12, a 5'5" junior, Shelby McClellan. 5'7" senior, number 14, Anna Stainer. 5'11" sophomore, number 15, Adrienne Mast. 5'5" junior, 24, Jocelyn Weinbrenner, wearing number 24, and a 5'5" freshman, wearing 23, Ashley Gray. And now the starting lineup here. We're going to start off with the visitors from Oak Hill, a 5'5" senior, wearing number 15, Brittany McCorkle. A 5'8" senior, wearing number 21, Janessa Hasty. 5'9" senior, wearing number 31, Kayla Roby. Wearing number 33, 6' senior, Adriana Trexler. And a 6'1" junior, wearing number 43, Taylor Westgate. Westgate and Trexler big time on the inside. Trexler, I believe, no, Leatherman's going to St. Francis. Trexler is going to IWU, I believe. All right, the Central Noble Cougars, 5'7" senior, going to Ball State next year, wearing number 10, Sydney Freeman. 6'1" senior, wearing number 20, going to St. Francis, Malia Leatherman. 5'7" sophomore, wearing number 21, Lydia Andrews. 5'5" sophomore, wearing number 25, Bridget Gray. And a 5'8" junior, wearing 35, Samantha Brumbaugh. I should know that. Your mom works with a Brumbaugh. All right, this ought to be a great one here from the Berry Bowl. Phil, y'all ready? Phil's ready. Mace, you ready?
Trying my hardest to catch up.
I asked you earlier. You nervous?
Still no.
Still no? All right. Well, the winner of this one takes on Winchester next Saturday at 12:45 from Bankers Life Fieldhouse in your 2A state championship game.
Wow, all of the Central Noble fans are on their feet.
Starts off with Freeman up top. She gets it over to Andrews. And quickly we have a turnover for Central Noble as Andrews gets called for the double dribble. So it's going to be...
That's nerves. Just nerves. Got to get them out.
Trexler gets it inbounds to Roby. Roby's going to bring it across. A little bit of pressure here from Central Noble to start, but nothing Nothing too heavy. Looks like a little bit of man-to-man here to start the game here for the Cougars. Looking inside quickly. Ball is mishandled, and a nice job right there by McCorkle coming up with the loose ball. Trexler, left-hander is good, puts the first points on the board for Oak Hill. Westgate got that one, my bad. So Westgate gets the first points of the game here for Oak Hill. Back the other way, Broombaugh. Long three-pointer on the way and good. That's Freeman from about 5 feet back. That's your range right there, Mace.
That's my shot.
Gives Central Noble the lead back here 3-2 in the early stages of the first quarter. And there's a turnover trying to go inside. Trying to get it into Trexler, and they couldn't get the pass to connect. Back up, Freeman has it out top. She's going to drive all the way to the bucket, puts it in for 2. Freeman's got 5. It's a 5-2 advantage now here for Central Noble. Well, we talked about Freeman going to have to come up big, and so far, starting the game, she's got all 5 of the points for Central Noble. And there's a carry on Roby, or Hasty.
The illegal screen by one of the teammates from Oak Hill.
So that's going to be another turnover here. 2 in a row for Oak Hill. 5-2 is your lead for the Cougars. Back the other way. And they're going to mark Freeman here. Freeman has it on the right wing. Swings it across. Andrews over to Broombaugh. Gray, and she's going to get called for the turnover. A travel on Gray. A couple of turnovers here for both teams. They're trying to work the nerves out a little bit here early in the game. Roby in the corner. Nice job. Gets it out. Three-pointer. Good for Oak Hill. That's McCorkle. Ties the game up at 5. Back the other way come the Cougars. Almost turn it over. Freeman's able to get it. Inside they go to Leatherman. And can't get it to fall. Rebound Oak Hill out to McCorkle. She's got one running. Backside, no good, but the foul on Freeman. It's going to send number 21, Janessa Hasty to the line. Shooting 2 here for the Eagles. It's going to be first foul on Freeman. Hasty way short on that first one, barely caught the front iron. Got one more, we're tied at 5, 5:14 left to go here in the first period from Logansport High School. And no legs on the second one either. Hasty misses 2. Gonna stay tied at 5. So Freeman comes back across, pulls it back. Leatherman up top. Back into Leatherman. Misses again. That one was all the way down, come back out on Leatherman. Second time in a row, looked like it was going to go in. Back the other way go the Golden Eagles. Central Noble staying in the man-to-man. Nice backdoor, and it's blocked by Leatherman. They had Trexler open on that backside, and Leatherman able to recover, get the block. Way out again, off the mark this time. Rebound Oak Hill. Nice drive to the bucket, and tip. It's going to stay Oak Hill. So Hasty was driving to the bucket, able to get all the way in, but it was tipped. going to be out of bounds. So she's going to take it baseline right. Triggered in. Three-pointer up on the way, off the mark. Rebound to Broombaugh. Quickly up ahead, Freeman. And that pass is going to sail on past Bridget Gray out of bounds. So turnover again. So we got a couple subs getting ready to check in. Number 24 and number 14 for Central Noble. Anna Stainer and Jocelyn Weinbrenner check into the game. And number 35, 25. So Gray and Broombaugh are going to take a break. Starting five still on the floor here for the Eagles. Corkle on the baseline. She's going to try and drive around. Freeman does, but that's a good recovery by Leatherman. Nice job. And the battle there on the inside, Westgate able to come up with the loose ball. Back up top to McCorkle. Corkle's going to drive. They're looking inside, and that's going to be a foul on Leatherman. So the two big ones for Central Noble both have a foul here early. 3:34 left to go in the first quarter. Two team fouls. Leatherman and Freeman both with the foul. Hasty gets it in. Trexler and a blocking foul, and that should be two.
It's going to be number 2 on Freeman.
Is that Freeman that got that one?
Freeman.
That is big time.
That's her second.
Second foul with 3:30 to go in the first quarter. She shoots from way beyond the arc. She gets 2 fouls in the first quarter. That sounds exactly like somebody I know.
Well.
All right. So Freeman's going to stay out there. Boy, Oak Hill's not helping themselves at all from the free throw line. Finally gets one to go. Trexler, 1 of 4 early here from the free throw line for the Golden Eagles. Trying to get it into Leatherman, knocked away, and it's going to come up. Oak Hill's going to get it. And good job right there. Hasty's able to put that one in. Got a couple subs going to check into the game here for the Golden Eagles. 8-5 is your score here with 2:59 left in the first quarter. Oak Hill with the 3-point advantage. Going to be a blocking foul. Stainer with a nice drive from the right wing.
Well, if you notice, they are leaving one of the Cougars wide open. They are saying we're a better team, Freeman and also Leatherman. So some of the other guys.
So number 25, Bridget Gray is going to check back in. And number 25, Abby Shaw is going to check in here for Oak Hill. Who was the other one that came in there, Mace?
I missed it.
51, Andrea Wilk is your other sub. That foul was on Westgate, her first.
And that's the team's first foul.
Got John Hines on the text line here giving me some insights on broadcasting. John doing a great job for us at Pioneer High School. So shout out to Johnny Hines listening to us on online here today. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. You're watching RTC TV4. We are in the first quarter, 2 minutes, 5 seconds left. Oak Hill leads 8-5. And a little floater in the lane for Freeman, puts it in, pulls Central Noble back to within 1 as we drop under 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. It's going to be off the line.
It hit off the ref's foot. It would have been out.
And the official was standing out of bounds is what he said. So if he hit it when he
Well, if that was out of bounds, I think that should have possibly been off of, it hit the Oak Hill girl's foot. Did it hit the ref's foot before that?
No, I think it should definitely have stayed in Oak Hill.
25, Abby Shaw. This is Will. She throws it away.
And we got another turnover for Oak Hill. How many is that?
Each team has 3.
3 turnovers. Minute 31 to go here in the first quarter. Tight ball game. The Eagles leading 8-7. Freeman, she has all 7, doesn't she?
She does.
There's a shot for 3. And that's number 25. Bridget Gray puts that one in and gives the Cougars a 2-point lead. Approaching the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter. It's been a quick quarter here. Not a lot of stoppages of play. And there is a nice drive and finish by Trexler, ties it up as we approach the 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Good defense there. And just a little too much. They're going to get the foul call.
I think that was on Andrea Wilk.
Are they going to get Wilk? They got Shaw, 25, I think.
That's only 2 team fouls for the Eagles.
It's going to be on Shaw. That'll be her first. Got some subs coming in. I didn't see who all came in there.
Comes out to drag. 40 seconds. First quarter. Bid.
Approaching the end of the first quarter here. 35 seconds to go. Leatherman way out top. Got Broombaugh. Back over to Leatherman. Obviously, they're going to look for Freeman here, try and get a shot off. He's got 7 of the 10 points here for the Cougars. Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame, Mace. We knew this was going to be a good one, and so far, nothing has disappointed. 10-10 here, approaching the end of the first. Freeman's looking for an opening.
Uh-oh.
That one's off. Rebound put in.
5. Bridget Gray.
Gray gets that off of the block. And at the end of one, it's Central Noble 12 and Oak Hill 10. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks some of our sponsors here on RTC TV4. Be back with second quarter action here from the Berry Bowl in just a moment.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com.
All right, welcome back here to the Berry Bowl at Logansport High School, where we're getting set for quarter number 2. After one, Central Noble come back with the last second shot and leads 12-10. It's going to be Oak Hill's ball here coming out of the break.
After the first quarter, Central Noble only has 2 girls on the scoreboard. Oak Hill has it very evened out with about 4 players with points on the board.
How many did you say for Central Noble?
Just 2 girls have. Thank you.
So Oak Hill starts here.
Pass.
Don't. As we start the second quarter here, Cougars lead 12-10.
They have all of their starters back in as do the Cougars. Regular starters.
There's a steal and a foul called. Going to be on Oak Hill on that steal. Take another look at that.
I still, first quarter stats. Yeah, I still want to come see that's a good bailout for me. And it's right here on the computer. So that foul was on number 43, and that's Taylor Westgate. That's 2.
That's going to be on Westgate. That's the second on Westgate. So a couple of the big girls from both teams. And poke away, looks like Wilk from behind. So Westgate, we got Leatherman and Freeman with 2 fouls each here early in the second quarter. So let's see what the adjustments the coaches make here. Almost lost the travel there.
They are doubling her every time. When she was a sophomore, she couldn't handle that, but I think she can play through it a lot better now as a senior. She's fighting for it.
Trying to get it inside there. Nice pass across.
Dribbles into trouble, puts it up and in.
And a nice effort right there in the put in by Andrews on the pass from Leatherman.
31 kicks it all the way back out.
Three-pointer on the way, off the mark, rebound. Wilk can't get it to go. Freeman comes around.
Sid's on the run. Sid might pop this one.
Freeman lost it. Back the other way, McCorkle. She's got 1v1 and puts it in. Cuts the Cougars lead to 2 with 6:25 left here in the first half.
Nice drive by Sid. Malia couldn't handle it. It's Andrews up high now on the left wing. It's to Sid.
Good defense there by Oak Hill. Freeman gets into the paint. She's going to take it from 14. Gets tipped. No call. Coach Treesh wanted a call there on that one and doesn't get it. And a little miscommunication right there and a turnover for Oak Hill. Hasty back into the game here for the Eagles. Going to give Shaw a little bit of a break. 5:53 to go in the first half. Cougars lead 14-12 over Oak Hill. Steve Stricker here with Macy Stricker. Not saying a whole lot, Mace.
Well, you're having me keep stats. It's kind of hard to watch the game and do it.
Oh, that could have almost been a walk. Crowd wanted it here. All the Oak Hill fans. Coach Law, there was a hard screen right there set. Coach Law didn't get a call there. They're going to let him play. Roombaugh tried to get it off at 15. Nice defense there by the Eagles. Freeman across, and that's going to be too high that time off the hands of Andrews.
And that's their team 5th turnover.
4 fouls now on the Eagles, 3 on the Cougars. 5:17 to go.
Great atmosphere here at Logansport High School. Everybody has come out from Albion, Indiana, and all parts around for Central Noble. You can see them on the far side. Tipped out of bounds, going to stay Oak Hill. And then all the folks from Converse and areas around Marion are here. I tell you what, Grant County is going to be pretty bare. We got Marion on tap for game number 2. So you got Converse represented there with Oak Hill, and then the city of Marion is going to be here taking on Northwestern in game number 2.
Hasty. And this is Drexler driving it, cut off by Sid and Sam.
Good defense right there, and that's going to be a tie-up. It's going to be a Central Noble ball off of the alternating possession.
Got the ball inside.
Cougars hold a 2-point advantage, 14-12, with 4:38 to go here in the first. Stainer going to check back into the game for the Cougars.
We'll have to find out. With my granddaughter Kenzie would see this on TV, she'd be rooting for that cat. Well, it's on TV if we talk to our neighbors here, but I want people listening to the neighbors. Cougars sent it over on the inbound, and Sam Roombaugh went out, and Anna Stainer came in, and inbounds pass was not connected with. See why Oak Hill is such a...
Another turnover for the Cougars, so it's going to be Oak Hill's ball. They're going to take it in baseline right. Nice inbounds pass. Wilk puts it in for 2. Ties the game at 14. We've got 4:33 to go here in the first half.
Tie game. That was unfortunate because that was nobody picked up Wilk.
Low scoring game here. Both teams playing awesome defense early in the first half.
Lydia Andrews, Sid, Jocelyn Weinbrenner drives it inside. She's going to pick up the foul of number 21.
Got some family in the booth here.
Janessa Hasty, and that's her.
Mr. Kyle checking things out.
So 4:11 to go.
Oh, and McKenna. Couple subs coming back in. It's going to be 35 Broombaugh, 25 Gray checking back in for the Cougars.
Stainer comes out. Broombaugh and Gray back in.
Baseline left. Cougars going to trigger the inbounds.
Sid.
Get it up top. McCorkle almost gets the steal. Trying to get into Leatherman, and a nice job stepping into the passing lane. Roby,
She's on the break.
and she's going to take it coast to coast. Can't get it to go.
Great defense.
Jump ball.
Broombaugh.
And a good job there by Roby. It's going to stay Oak Hill ball. What a hustle effort there by Roby.
Sam did a great job of this.
5'9" senior. She wants to keep playing.
Sam got the rebound.
Oak Hill trying to get back down to Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Yeah. Yeah.
Fingers jumped out to take
They almost gave it to Central Noble. It was definitely.
got a foul.
Well, we got a foul called on the inbounds attempt. Let's see who they get. Number 20.
That's her second. Team's fourth? Yep, team fourth.
So Leatherman picks up her second.
Well, it is a battle, but when you're at the semi-state, you know.
So she's going to take a break, and they're going to put Stainer back in. So all of a sudden, Central Noble just got really small. See if Oak Hill can take advantage of that. Quickly inbounds, nice little spin move, and in. And that was Roby. They give her the inbounds play off of the hustle effort. She gets rewarded for her efforts. Puts Oak Hill back up by 2. They are on a 6-0 run, I believe, Mace. 14-10, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now 16-14, Oak Hill with the lead. So Central Noble gone cold here in the last few minutes. We got 3:25. Gonna have a foul. And it looks like they're gonna get McCorkle on that one. I think that's her first, isn't it?
That's her first, team sixth.
Team 6th. So Central Noble gonna be shooting 1-and-1s here from now on out.
Yes, wide open looking.
Gray hits that one. Ties the game back up at 16.
Back up. Nice pass, nice finish by Britton. In the corner. This is Trexler.
Trexler
Roby.
back over to Roby. McCorkle from the corner. Elbow, no good. Rebound, and Wilk can't get it to go.
That was in and out.
Nice rebound again by Wilk.
Put up. Sid stops back to Stainer. Ray in the corner. Sid.
Freeman way out top, off the mark. I think that was tipped, and it's going to go off of Roby out of bounds, so it's going to be Central Noble's ball.
I think they might have gotten her hand on that shot just a little bit.
Didn't get the call, so clean block.
Yeah, no, Coach Law doesn't like that either. Nope, wrong team. Coach Trush.
I was going to say Coach Law shouldn't be mad.
No, I was.
We have not seen Westgate in this quarter.
Nice play there. McCorkle almost gets the steal. She is a tough player outside. Her defense, and there's a tip and a steal.
Again, good defense.
That's Hasty with the steal. She's going to Euro step and put it in for 2. Hasty puts the Eagles back up by 2, and there's a steal by McCorkle. I looked down to look at the score sheet, and McCorkle stole it and put it back in, and we got a timeout on the floor. All of a sudden, the Eagles are 20-16 ahead. Got a timeout. We're going to take a quick break and be back here in just a moment.
At Oliver Ford, we reach beyond your dealership expectation, help you in making fun decisions on your new vehicle, or let it try our professional touch by our service and parts department. We are the only Indiana new and used car dealership that has won the President Award 17 times. With over 100 years of sales experience, we're here to hold your hand from start to finish, with no pressure or gimmicks. Contact us today.
All right, welcome back here to the Berry Bowl at Logansport High School, where the Oak Hill Eagles have taken the lead 20-16 with 2:21 left to go. Steve Stricker here with Macy Stricker, Phil Dean on the camera for us today. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to our broadcast here on RTC TV4. And, well, I missed that. We got a technical foul called apparently, and Trexler's going to shoot him. That's the one advantage. Everybody stood up. I knew what, I'm not sure what exactly happened there. Everybody stood up. Who was that on, Phil?
I think it was on their coach. He was talking to him.
Was that on the coach?
Talking to the ref.
All right, well, so Oak Hill gets 2 shots and the ball, leads 21-16.
She missed that second one, didn't she?
Yes, she did. So 2:13 left to go here. McCorkle with it out top, standing on Felix. Little history lesson there. Felix the cat has been the Logansport mascot since like I don't know, I have to ask Jessica, but longest running mascot in the state of Indiana. Speaking of Jessica, nice play inside. That's not going to go, but a foul is going to be called. So it's going to send Roby to the line. Stainer going to get called on that, her first. Going to have my sister-in-law, Jessica Crans, coming up here. First one is good at the half. Talking a little bit about, she's a teacher here at Logansport High School. We're going to talk a little bit about Logansport High School, and she's the speech coach as well. We're going to talk a little bit about that for you as well. So ought to be some good halftime activity here.
22-16.
Made both. Roby made both. You can talk.
Well, I was trying to figure out who was on the line. I can't see the numbers from this side.
It was Roby.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Biggest lead of the game here for Oak Hill, 23-16. And down on the floor, and there's a steal. Oak Hill's really taking control. Nice job there by Andrews getting it back. Central Noble having a really tough time here in the second quarter getting points on the board. I think they've only scored maybe 2. What did they have at the end of the quarter?
I think it was 14-10.
12-10, so 4 points here to 13-4.
But I think they've gone a couple minutes without scoring, so they were quick.
Yeah, it was 14-10, and now it's 23-16 with less than a minute to go here in the half. And Oak Hill really asserting themselves here in the later stages of this first half. They're going to be willing to run it down here and try and find a last-second shot. Central Noble looks a little gassed, Mace.
Well, these teams are really not subbing a whole lot. They must.
I think there's been 2 for Oak Hill that I've seen, and 2, so we've only gone 7 deep. And of course, in the tournament, your bench gets really, really shallow. You're not going to go too deep. Last second shot here with 15 to go. Everybody on their feet. Everybody on their feet. Phil needs to raise the camera up about 20 feet there.
Uh-oh. There's
a foul. So with 4.6 seconds left, may have to go up the next deck there at the half, Phil. May have to move it up. It's going to get us a little better. Freeman, no good, and our halftime score. Oak Hill 23 and the Cougars 16. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get the headset over here to Jessica. We're going to come back and talk to her a little bit. Be back here in a moment. At the half, Oak Hill leads 23-16.
Summit Contractor Supply is the area's leading supplier of tools, parts, products, and services to commercial and industrial contractors throughout northern Indiana and southern Michigan. Offering Milwaukee electric tools, DeWalt power tools, Metabo power tools, and more, Summit has the blades, bits, fasteners, and anchors to get the job done right. Summit is also a factory-authorized service and repair center. Contact Summit for all of your contractor supply needs.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, welcome back here to the Berry Bowl at Logansport High School. At the half, Oak Hill leads Central Noble 23-16, and quite the second quarter effort there by the Eagles coming back. They were trailed. What was the score at the end of the first quarter? Was 10-8, I believe. 10-12, Oak Hill. So they outscored 13-4. In the second quarter. So we're joined here in the booth by my sister-in-law, Jessica Kranz. How are you doing?
Hi, good. Thanks for having us.
Yep, I'm going to jump over here because somebody bumped my camera, but no big deal. So Jessica is I know what's wrong. Phil's in front of it. Jessica is a teacher here at Logansport High School and also does the speech team. So we wanted to get a little bit of time with you. RTC does a lot of sports, but also what we do, we try and get the holistic picture of everything, and we get a lot into the things that are non-sporting. So I wanted to have you up here talk a little bit about some of the things that you do here at Logansport, your speech team and all that stuff.
Great. Well, we're really proud to be hosting an event as this, but also we're really proud of the fact that we are Berry Nation, and Berry Nation extends so much farther than just the athletics for us. We have a vast cultural and diverse extracurricular and academic experience to offer all of our students as well. I do coach the Logansport High School speech team, and we're preparing to go to our sectional tournament this coming weekend at Westfield. And we had auditions this past week for our straight play this coming spring. It's going to be Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. I'm not the director of that, but a lot of my kids are involved in that. And we also have kiddos that are gearing up for our high school version of Saturday Night Live, which is probably about a 25-year running of the version of NBC's Saturday Night Live. So it's student-written, student-produced, student-directed, with just a little bit of teacher discretion involved for the skits that don't quite make it as far as appropriateness goes. And we're really proud to offer so many venues for our kids to have the opportunity to find their niche here. It is really special to have a school that has over 1,200 kids and know that if they want an activity, they're probably going to be able to find it.
Yeah, sports isn't necessarily for everybody. You've got obviously a good sports program, and Brian Strong, we've talked about, the things that he's done to help us out with our broadcasts and everything. But like you said, not everybody wants to do a sport,
right.
And the opportunities are there to participate.
Exactly, and it comes down to, as long as you're willing to put in the commitment and the effort into any activity, you're going to find the place that you belong and you can really be successful in. For me, it was never athletics, and I respect the effort and the commitment and the dedication that goes into athletics. And for a lot of kids, it's never going to be the stage or choir or band or public speaking, but they also respect the commitment and the time that it goes into for us. And so it really does become a team effort, no matter whether you're on a court, on a field, or on a stage, or on the bleachers somewhere. As long as you're doing your part to be the best human that you can be to represent your team and your school, then you're making a difference in the community.
So brag about your speech team just a little bit. I know you always talk about, how well they've done. You've got some really good accolades from your speech program over the years.
Thanks. I'm really proud of them. I actually have 3 of them competing up at Valparaiso today. One of the parents drove them up and served as our assistant coach and judge for the day. And they just finished their finals. 2 of them made it to the final round in a really contested, very hard tournament. So they're excited to be able to come back to sectionals for that. We are in Section 4, which is the hardest sectional in the state, and I don't think that's just coach bias. I think it really is tricky. And so next weekend we'll be competing against Fishers, Noblesville, Hamilton Southeastern, and about 10 or 12 other schools, but those are going to be the biggest teams there. You can have 40 entries, which means that your team, you can have no more than 4 entries per event, and there are 14 events offered. So it's a basketball game, it's a football game. You're strategizing to figure out who's going to do the best in which event. And some of our kids are doubled, which means they have 2 events, so 2 chances to make it to the state meet. So we're fired up, we're ready. We need a good week of practice to get us really there, though.
Well, just like a sporting event, right? You got to have a good week of practice to go into the event. And then, so they go from sectionals, then they go down to state?
Yes, the state will be on March 9th at Fishers. And they'll hope to make it to the semifinals and the finals. That's always our hope. Last year we had a couple of kids make it to the semifinals and 1 make it to the final round. So it's always really cool to say that you're in the top 48 of speakers in your event at the state, but we'd really like top 15 or top 6.
Exactly. And it's a little bit of a family affair with you.
It is.
Right? You and your mom.
My mom is my assistant coach, which is funny because she started my middle school team when I was in 7th grade, and I reluctantly joined. And then when I started coaching at the high school, she said that she would happily be my assistant if it meant she didn't have to do all the paperwork. She just likes the kids. So she's here, and my best friend, Michelle, since high school freshman year, is also my assistant, and she was a reluctant joiner as well because she was never on the speech team in high school. She's one of those kiddos that athletics and public speaking were never her thing, but academics and spelling were. So she's found her place to belong here as well, and seeing the kids succeed and work really hard to find this success is a really special, worthwhile endeavor for us, even if it means 5 o'clock morning bus trips.
Yeah, a lot of effort, a lot of dedication, no matter what type of activity you're in, and really appreciate all the efforts, I'm sure. So you've been here
15 years.
15. I was going to say 10. Oh my gosh. So you've been teaching here 15. So you started when you were like 14?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Yeah,
we'll say
that. Yeah, so really appreciate that. And like I said, you know, the whole program that we do with RTC TV4, we've got 8 schools. And for those of you that are watching that don't know a whole lot about us, we have 8 schools right now that we're partnered with, and we do a lot with the sports. Obviously, that's kind of the thing that drives the bus, so to speak. But we also do the plays, the concerts, the band, the 5th grade concert. One of our biggest views live is a red carpet that we do at the prom.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, we go, and actually Scott, he loves doing it. I think he wants to do it like 10 more years. My boss, he goes and him and his wife, they sit there, they got a red carpet, literally a red carpet, they set out, and they'll interview the kids as they come in and talk about what they're wearing and all that stuff.
That's so fun.
We get parents that they do watch parties. They'll sit there and say, oh, there's so-and-so, there's so-and-so, there's so-and-so, because they obviously want to be a part of it, but they can't. And that's one of the biggest things that we have is that red carpet watch party that we do. We're actually just finishing up probably at North Miami right now. We did an all-day robotics. They hosted a robotics tournament today, and we filmed that and broadcast it live. Scott's up at Warsaw doing the swimming sectionals. So I mean, we got a pretty diverse array of things that we do with these schools. Want to give a big shout out to Elizabeth Wojcik, who's works in our office, and she just did a thing where I think they call it one school, one book, I think is what they called it, and they had community members come in, and they had this book, and they would read 10 chapters, 5 chapters, I don't know how much they read, and then she filmed all that, put it all together, and then every night you can click on the website. You can, night 1, this is chapters 1 through 4.
That is such a neat idea.
It's somebody from the community reading the book.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
So, yeah, we like to get into a lot of different things. There's Kyle and Kevin. Say hi to them. So, we're getting ready to go here, second half. So, unless you want to, you want to call the second half with us?
I would be horrible, but thanks so much for having me.
Yeah,
this
thanks for coming up. We appreciate everything you do here at Logansport High School.
Well, thanks. Happy to be a Barry and host you all here today.
Yes, very, very good hosts.
Thanks.
All right, second half getting set to go here. Mace will get back here on the headset. Golden Eagles from Oak Hill High School leading 23-16 at the end of the half. And it's going to be Central Noble ball here as we get going. Back in there, you're just going to have to look around him.
Got a big Phil in my way.
Yep. And the rebound comes out. And I tell you what, Mace, Kayla Roby is having herself a game. She's doing a lot of little stuff here for the Eagles, and she's a big reason why they are where they are right now. Roby taking it strong, can't find anything, gets it back out, and they called her for the travel. A little late on that call. Might have to just stand up there. It's not Phil. Phil doesn't want to be there. Unfortunately, the angle is just where
it's fine until they all stand up.
Yeah, I know. We need to tell all the people in front of us they can't stand up and see how well that works out.
They have to squat.
Yeah. So 23-16 is your score here. Oak Hill with the lead. First minute of the second half gone. And it's been kind of dry. There's a turnover.
That right out of bounds. That's one turnover each within the first minute.
Central Noble has had a rough time. Only 4 points there in the second quarter.
You know, when you get this far into the tournament, that's not going to get you a win.
No, they got to find something here, and a turnover to start off the second half is not what they needed. Corkle has it. Nice little move, gets around Freeman. Freeman still has those 2 fouls, as does Leatherman. Nice pass inside, and a left-hand put in that time by Hasty. And there's a steal by McCorkle. I can't look down. McCorkle is just stealing the ball right off the inbounds.
She is so small. She just, sneaks right in there.
She's only 5'5". She's a senior, but just fast as lightning out there, Brittany McCorkle. And she's having herself a game as well. Nice pass, Hasty, right hand, and the put in by Roby. 4 points right out of the gate for Oak Hill, and they're up 11 with just under 6 minutes to go here in the third. And Central Noble is in danger zone right now. If they can't find something on the offensive end, there's a nice pass. Leatherman almost walked. Rebound to Oak Hill. Leatherman's going to pick up her third foul on the over the back on the rebound. So things falling apart here for Central Noble in the end of the second and starting the third. And Leatherman, their big man in the middle, just picked up her third foul. Well, they're going to try a little bit of full court, and they just look a step slow right now, Mace.
Yeah.
The winner of this one's going to go down to Bankers Life Fieldhouse next Saturday, take on Winchester. Winchester won their South semi-state matchup earlier over Evansville Modern Day. That was a 59-50 ball game. Man, they're just getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Unfortunately, couldn't put it in there for the Eagles. Back the other way, way out top, and that's about 3 feet short. And it's going to go out of bounds.
Was that even blocked?
No, I don't think so. I think she was at the volleyball line, at the attack line, and
there wasn't even a pass.
No, she was going for the shot, just didn't quite get it there.
Something, yeah, they're frustrating her, and she's not liking it.
Not the end of the world yet, but looking a little
4:50 left to go here in the third. Oak Hill's opened up a 11-point advantage. 27-16 here over Central Noble. It's the 2A North semi-state game. Steve Stricker here with Macy Stricker. Phil Dean on the camera. Nice.
That was a nice pass. And a cut.
That was Trexler right there. And we got a timeout. 29-16, 4:28 to go. We're going to take a timeout with them. You're watching RTC TV4, and we'll be back here in a moment.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here. 4:28 to go in the third. Central Noble calls a timeout as Oak Hill comes out and scores the first six of the second half, and extends their lead to 13, the largest lead of the game here for the Golden Eagles. Winner of this one moves on to Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Will play Winchester at 12:45 on Saturday for the 2A state championship. Oak Hill trying to get back there. They didn't get here last year. They lost to Frankton in the regional championship, and right now they're showing everybody they want to get back to that state championship game. They lost it 2 years ago. They want to get back down there. They want to get the big plaque this time. 4:20 to go here in the third. McCorkle having a huge game. Leatherman off the mark rebound. And another big play that time by Roby. Roby having a whale of a game here for the Golden Eagles. Got Class 3A coming up next. It's going to be number 1 Northwestern taking on Marion. That ought to be a good matchup as well. Marion has got some size. That's all I can say. 6'1", 6'5" on the inside. McCorkle off the mark, rebound, and a good job. Nice, nice pass. And one! What a play that time by Hasty, putting that thing in, and she's going to go to the line for the bonus.
That gives her 8 points before this free throw. Who was that free throw?
The foul?
Foul.
That's Leatherman's fourth. Ooh. Malia Leatherman picks up her fourth, 3:41 to go in the third. This one's getting out of hand here for Central Noble, 31-16. And Hasty at the line to shoot the three-point play.
How long are you going to sit? If she sits the rest of the score, I'm sure she's back in the fourth quarter. You don't save her for the prom.
That's true. But right now they've solved it.
And off the mark. And the rebound goes to Central Noble.
You know, Freeman did have those first quick 2 fouls, but she's been smart and she still only has 2 fouls. Leatherman did have those first 2, and now she's got 4.
Yeah, and that's a big problem with the size of Oak Hill. They've had a struggle, and it really hasn't been the size that's really killed them. And there is a bucket for the Cougars, the first bucket of the second half for Central Noble, and only 6 since the first quarter for them. I didn't see who made that one, sorry. I tell you who's had a really quiet game here for Oak Hill, and that's been Westgate. She's their stud on the inside. And they've done a good job of taking her out of the game, but I tell you, McCorkle, and there is a nice pass from McCorkle into Westgate. She heard me. She heard me talking about her.
She did.
Oh, my.
I missed that one.
There's going to be a foul, and it must be on Oak Hill, the reaction of the fans.
21.
It's going to be on Hasty.
Her team's first of this half.
So Shaw and Wilk are going to check back in. Here with 2:28 to go in the third, Oak Hill opened up a 33-18 lead over Central Noble. Cougars are the defending 2A state champs, trying to get back to the state game again for the second straight year, and they got a long road to hoe here if they're going to make it back. Freeman can't get that to go, and Wilk tipped by Freeman, and it's going to be out of bounds. That's going to go off of Hasty, so it'll be Central Noble's ball. So Freeman doing some work there on the defensive end, able to knock that one out. Oh boy. They're going to put Leatherman back in with 2:19 to go. She's got 4 fouls. She's going to have to be smart. Can't give them any kind of reason to call a foul.
Is she a senior or what?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Leatherman, Freeman. A lot of seniors on the floor for both teams. She's going to take it from 17 and puts it in.
That's her first 2 points of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Quickly the other way come the Eagles. And they're going to pull it out and reset it. Westgate.
Oh, they got her on a travel.
Didn't see that one.
You know, so many refs are different about that when you take maybe 2 steps into that layup. But
Well, and I was talking to Jerry Newman as we were sitting there waiting for the Triton game the other day. She's the official, and I was kind of questioning that myself, and it's just so much interpretation. And I see those girls that shoot the threes that kind of jump into them, and I always thought that was a travel myself, and you see a lot of times it doesn't get called. So, you know, there's a little variable there, I guess. It's human nature. Good defense, and they're going to call a charge on Wilk. Didn't see that. A little late on that replay, I apologize. Still working on that. Minute 16 to go. Long three on the way and good. Freeman cuts the lead to 10. Central Noble not going to go away quietly. You can see the crowd across the way getting up and getting rowdy. Got a timeout here for the Golden Eagles. Coach Law wants to talk it over with the girls as Central Noble's cut the lead down to 10. We're going to take a quick break and be back here in a moment.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Enyard's True Value and Rental is your local one-stop shop for all of your home improvement and party rental needs. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you with your next project or event. Enyard's True Value and Rental of Rochester. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here. The crowd getting up, trying to support the Cougars as they come back, cut the lead to 10. Coach Law wanted to talk it over with the Golden Eagles players. Under a minute to go here in the third. 33-23, Oak Hill with the lead. Coming to you high from the top of the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School. Appreciate everybody that's watching. Nice play in Westgate, back out to McCorkle. And there's Freeman. You can see the speed from Freeman, and she goes the other way and puts it in for 2. That's 5 in a row for Freeman. The lead's cut to 8. All of a sudden, Central Noble coming back to life here when it looked like Oak Hill might run away with this one. I think they had 16-point lead at one point, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was.
It was 33-16. So they've scored 9 in a row.
That would be 17-point lead.
17? Yeah. Nice little back cut. And with
they're not going to let it go.
Freeman in foul trouble. Trexler. And that's going to do it. It's going to be a 10-point lead. We got 8 minutes to go here in regulation from Logansport High School. Oak Hill Golden Eagles lead 35-25. We'll be back with fourth quarter action here on RTC TV4 in just a moment.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself.
Hey, welcome back here at Logansport High School. We're at the Berry Bowl, where the Golden Eagles from Oak Hill High School lead 35-25 over Central Noble going into the last quarter here of regulation time, and it was up to 17. They cut it down to 8, and here it is at 10 at the end of the quarter, Mace.
Yeah, for Oak Hill, you know, they're very well balanced within their scoring. Not one, I mean, some of them have quite a few more than the others, but there's not one player that just has, 25 out of the 35.
Freeman doing a great job here trying to keep Central Noble into it. I think she's got the last 7 points for the Cougars.
And she's got 14 overall for the whole game.
Nice drive to the bucket. That's
Trexler again.
Trexler.
Second leading scorer in 2 times in a row. 37-25, Cougars down 12, 7 minutes.
So the lead back up to 12 here. Central Noble has it. Drive to the basket, and they're going to get Trexler.
That's a trip, yeah.
Looks like they said she stuck her foot out just a little bit farther there, and it's going to be a foul.
On Trexler, that's her first team.
Her first foul. 3 team fouls.
Yep. Going all the way to the fourth quarter without a foul. That's impressive. She's played quite a bit too. That's impressive.
You've never,
to me.
you've never had that problem, did you?
No, I have not. There's a couple in college that I've been okay in.
Yeah, they get away with a little bit more. That's the one thing I noticed watching you play at Trine. You get away with a little bit more. Nice pass, and off the mark, Westgate, but she gets her own rebound, and it's going to be a foul. Uh-oh. Who is it? Leatherman's right there. Nope. Okay, 21 or 31?
I think it was 21. Lydia Andrews, that's her first.
Andrews. I was saying Leatherman was right there. Yeah, she's
when
got
it comes
4.
to that, you just that's better to just back off. Hands
Trexler
up,
from
off.
15, off the mark, rebound on the weak side.
That's another foul. I think on 21 again. Lydia Andrews.
Yeah, that's 2 quick ones on Andrews. What?
Is that an over the back call?
Okay. Everybody was going down like they called something on Oak Hill, and I'm like, that's got to be on Andrews. So a little bit of confusion there. The foul on Andrews.
The 4th team foul.
Wait, they're still giving it to Central Noble.
No, this ref's trying to fix it. Yeah.
One side stands up and the other side stands up, and the one side cheers and the other side boos. So that's the officials. I mean, you gotta feel for the officials, because you're never gonna get everybody agreeing.
Nice move.
Nice little up and under that time.
Westgate.
Westgate coming alive. How many has she got now?
She's got 6.
Just 6, but
4 in the second half.
so she's had a quiet night here, but the lead's back up to 14 here for Oak Hill. Blocked that time by Westgate, and there's going to be a foul. They're going to get number 21, Hasty, I think, on that one.
It's going to be her 2nd, team's 4th.
So 4 team fouls for both sides here. Eagles lead 39-25 over the Central Noble Cougars here with 6:32 to go in the fourth quarter.
Some of these fouls are a little questionable, but they're pretty equal. I mean, 4 and 4, so.
Yeah. Weinbrenner is going to come back in here for Central Noble. Going to give Gray a bit of a break. Leatherman over to Weinbrenner.
Is Oak Hill running like a matchup zone type?
Looks like a little 2-3 action there maybe, and Freeman able to find that gap. That's the one thing with the zone. There's going to be a few gaps there, and Freeman finds it, cuts the lead to 12. We're approaching the 6-minute mark here in this one. Trexler kicks it over. They're trying to get it inside. It's going to be tipped out. They couldn't get it into Roby. So it's going to stay Oak Hill's ball. They're going to trigger it baseline left. Hasty's going to take it for Oak Hill. Westgate puts it in. Nice power move off of the inbounds for Taylor Westgate. That's 8 for her.
That's 8. I think you made her a little mad, say she was quiet. She had that swat and then 2, you know.
Offensive board. Weinbrenner or Andrews couldn't put it in.
I think that was Westgate with that big rebound too.
We're just pressing and we're still didn't have much trouble with it. They clear it.
So they're going to spread it out here. 5:29 left to go in the game. Oak Hill's going to look for a good shot. Corkle has a one-on-one with Weinbrenner. Nice defense there by Weinbrenner. Oh, nice back door all the way to the bucket, and good. What a back door there that time by Trexler. How many she got?
She's got 12.
12 for Trexler. That's the thing you said with Oak Hill. They've got, everybody's got something. They're spread out. They're not relying on one. Rebound.
The most fouls, Hasty and Westgate each have 2, and Wilk, but.
Tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay Oak Hill's ball. Good effort there getting that loose ball. Stainer's going to check back in, as is Gray, Weinbrenner, and Broombaugh.
I don't think Gray's played very much, but she's got 7 points.
All right, 4:46 left to go. Oak Hill 43, Central Noble 27. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in a moment on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Brocky Insurance offers personalized coverage options for all of your insurance needs. You can trust your policy through Erie Insurance has been customized specifically for you, your assets, and your budget. Online at brockyinsurance.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back to the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School. 4:46 left to go in regulation time. Oak Hill leads 43-27 over the defending 2A state champs, Central Noble. Steve Stricker here with Macy Stricker. It's been a good one.
This is an exciting game.
Been an exciting game here, a little back and forth. Oak Hill opened things up here at the beginning of the third. Central Noble battled back. Oak Hill's back up to 16. I think that's one off of their largest lead of the game. Oak Hill trying to get down to Indy for the first time in 2 years. Central Noble trying to get back for the second year in a row. Winchester's already there. We know that. They won over Mater Dei 59-50 earlier today. They're there for the second year in a row. And there's a McCorkle with good defense that time by Freeman. It's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Central Noble. So it's going to be Oak Hill ball here, baseline left. Hasty's going to trigger it in for the Golden Eagles. Oh, and there's a shot. That's going to be a foul on Andrews. I think that's, how many is that on Andrews, Mace?
That's 3.
3 on
All
Andrews.
in the second half.
So 5 team fouls on Central Noble, so they're getting close to that 1-and-1 threshold. Get the ball inbounds. They get it up top.
Nice behind the back right there.
Don't know anybody ever done that. Corkle going to reset. Good defense there. Freeman putting the pressure on, and they're going to get, ooh, that's a touch foul if I've ever seen one. They're going to get Freeman on that. Just a little touch right there, and they got the foul.
It's her third. That's her first in the second half. That makes 6 teams fouls, so the next one they're shooting.
So we're approaching the 4-minute mark here. Cougars trailing by 16 to Oak Hill. Golden Eagles looking primed to get down to Indianapolis. Great atmosphere here at Logansport High School. Yeah, 5-second call, so good defense that time by Central Noble, forces the turnover. No quitting these Cougars, is there?
No. You caught me when I'm trying to read this.
Drive to the basket. They're going to get a foul. Looks like they're going to get Trexler on that one. 33. That's her second. So only the second foul on Trexler. 15 foul on Oak Hill. Stainer's going to trigger it here baseline right for the Cougars. Just about a 5-second call right there. I think he was at 4.3. Freeman going to try and go against the 2-3 zone. Well, maybe, is that zone or man there, Mace?
It's like a matchup zone. So
Leatherman, she got lucky right there. It looked like they could have gotten her for an over the back, but she gets the rebound, goes up, puts it in, cuts the lead to 14. McCorkle loses it. And Coach Law trying to get a timeout, but the ref standing right there said, no, you don't have possession. So jump ball is the call. So the Cougars get the ball back here on the alternating possession with 3:09 to go, trailing by 14. Time running out here on the Cougars. Freeman way out again and short on that. Leatherman rebound and gets it to go. About ran out of gas trying to wait on that ball, see if it was going to go down. McCorkle, nice in and out, takes it to the basket. Leatherman comes in, gets the block.
That's risky.
Yeah. Rebound, Trexler, and she's going to get fouled. She's going to the line, shooting 1-and-1.
25. That's on Bridget Gray. That's her first, team 7th.
So should be a 1-and-1, 7th team foul. Yep, they see it. So that's going to put the senior Trexler at the line, shooting 1-and-1 here for Oak Hill with 2:38 to go. Eagles 43, Cougars 31. Coming down to the wire here.
33 Trexler at the line to shoot 1-and-1.
Trexler, good free throw shooter here, makes the first. She got 10 now? 9.
Points?
No, Trexler, Westgate.
Westgate has 8.
Trexler has what, 14? Makes the second.
That makes 14.
14 for Trexler. Lead back up to 14, 2.5 to go.
Andrews hands up to Sid. Sid's in range, but she doubled up.
3-pointer on the way, left baseline, or left wing.
That's Bridget Gray. That's her second 3 of the game.
So a timeout here for the Cougars. We're going to take one as well. That cuts the lead down to 11. We'll be back here in a moment. You're watching RTC TV 4.
This is Old You. And this is Now You.
Clive wears his fire hat and coat in the rain.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
All right, 2:19 left to go. That 3-pointer by Gray cut the lead to 11, 45 to 34. Timeout on the floor for Central Noble. Phil's up and dancing. Little Land of 1,000 Islands, or what's this song called? I remember this was I always liked playing this.
I'm not a band person.
1,000 something or other. Phil, get the Central Noble cheer dad. We talked about him over at Winnemac. He's down and Rowdy trying to get him up and going. He's got a basketball hat and trying to get the crowd rolling here. Down 11 with 2:19 to go. So here we go. Let's see what happens here in the last 2 minutes. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Gray. It's going to stay Oak Hill's ball.
Roby, they're pretty good. Instead of spreading it out with 11? Yeah, they're going to spread it out.
Oak Hill triggers here, baseline left. There, just get it in. Trexler has it, back up to McCorkle. Freeman's tight. There's going to be a foul. And that's going to send Trexler to the line again here, shooting 1 and 1. Foul's going to be on
35, Ashley Gray.
Brumbaugh, if it's 35. Broombaugh.
On the roster, there was 2 35s.
And good on the first. The senior coming up big from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. 3 of 3. She's got 1 more coming. Lead back up to 12 for Oak Hill. Off and gets the roll. Shooter's touch.
That was Trexler, right?
Yes.
Can't see from this side angle their numbers.
Good defense. And no shot. They're going to call it on the floor. So it's going to be Central Noble. Central Noble with the out of bounds here off of the foul call. They're going to call that on Hasty. That's her 4th.
I only had it down for 2.
You missed a couple. And almost a 5-second call. They finally do get it in. Freeman going to be looking for her shot. Nice pass in. Leatherman up and gets it to go. Back to 11.
That's 8 for her in the second half.
Nice pressure there by Central Noble.
Uh-oh, they got 4.
Roby does a nice job and tries to get it over the top. Can't get it over. Leatherman. Wow, that would have been a foul if she didn't have 4, I think. They called that a tip. It's going to be out of bounds. So, no. They tried that again. Central Noble's good about just standing there waiting until the refs, tell them it's not their ball. Inbounds, they get it into McCorkle. Pressure from Freeman. They're going to foul, and that's going to send Hasty to the line, shooting the 1 and 1. They're going to be in the double bonus now from here on out. Minute 22 to go. That's going to be on Gray, her second. Hasty, had she been at the free throw line?
Nope.
1 and 1 off the mark. That one was rough. There's McCorkle again, though. She gets the steal. Picks up her dribble. Down in the corner. And we're going to have a timeout, I think.
Send it back to the Great Rich Hartley. 30-second timeout right here.
So Oak Hill is going to call a quick timeout. We're going to take one as well. We'll be back here in a moment on RTC TV4.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back here to the Berry Bowl, Logansport High School. Minute 13 left to go in the 2A North Semi-State. Oak Hill looking to go back to Indianapolis for the first time in 2 years. Central Noble trying to get back there for the second time in a row, but they're down 11 here as we approach the 1 minute mark. And that's going to be 2 shots.
I've never understood that. She just hugged her. That's a technical.
Well, if anything, it's
Intentional.
Intentional, right? Which gives you the same result basically. But so they're going to send McCorkle to the line. Her first free throws, I think, and she's good on the first. Gets the lead back up to 12. Minute 7 left to go. The winner of this one gets Winchester, who won earlier today over Evansville Mater Dei's final score on that one was 59-50. McCorkle off on the second.
Has she played the whole game?
Yep.
Wow.
As has Freeman. Freeman might have took a quick break.
She was out for a minute because she got those quick.
Leatherman fighting for the ball. Oh, she's out. Leatherman just got teed up on that one. Bigger than life.
She's out of here. See,
Didn't
it's like that when I want to know what they say.
Look at this right there. Yeah, she was not happy at all with that call. And she gets teed up. What are you doing there, Philly? You lost us.
Oh, they have people in the crowd. They have administrators.
Well, with 50 seconds to go, and we've been really happy with the way that everything has gone. I mean, the crowds have been really into it. And a little screen time there for Mr. Brian Strong, the athletic director here at Logansport. Things didn't go well there. That wasn't a agreeable call for the Central Noble fans, and not sure what the end result's going to be here. Let's just keep it there, Phil. We'll focus on the court. We're not interested in what's going on off the court. Actually, while they're working this out, let's just take a quick break, and we'll be back here in a moment from Logansport.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best.
She just shot her free throws.
Back here, they're shooting free throws, so we'll cut that out a little early. Made the first and gets the second. So Trexler puts 2 in right there. We had a technical foul called on Leatherman.
That's 6 free throws for Trexler that she's made this, I think, in the fourth quarter, actually.
Just got a note here from my boss, Joe McCarter. Oak Hill beat Winchester 59-39 on November 24th in regular season action.
I think this 50 seconds just needs to...
Yeah, it's a 14-point lead here. Oak Hill's going to have the ball coming out of the timeout. Yeah, John, it got a little iffy right there. Sorry about that. It's been a great game, back and forth here. Not the way that you want things to end if you're Central Noble. Just need to keep their composure here, and unfortunately not going to come on the right side of this one. But you got to win with grace, you got to lose with grace, and unfortunately that didn't quite come out the way probably if they had it to do over again that they would like it. 50-36 here, 48.4. It's going to be Oak Hill ball, and just trying to run out the last 48 seconds. And it's going to be another foul, sending Trexler back to the line. She's been money from the line here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't know why they want to continue fouling her.
I would say don't foul 33. I'm just saying.
See if she can go 8 for 8 here in the fourth quarter.
I'm thinking she's not the one you want to foul. Game number 2 coming up. It's going to be the 3A matchup between Northwestern, your Class 3A number 1 Tigers, defending state champions, are going to be taking on the Giants from Marion High School. Trexler,
8 for 8.
8 for 8 from the line for the fourth quarter. Lead up to 16 now with 40 seconds to go. Looks like Oak Hill is going to get back down to Indy. Got a good shot there. As we said, they already have beaten Winchester once this year, and that's who waits them at Bankers Live. Can I have another foul here? I don't know. I think you just let it roll out, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Not really helping your case with the point spread, as Oak Hill has been money from the line here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, McCorkle misses that one. 16-point lead, though, with 26 seconds left. I think we can tie a ribbon around this one here for the Golden Eagles. And Freeman checks out, the senior. She can't hold her head, she can't hang her head at all. Her career, got a state championship, made it back to the semi-state. Been the semi-state 3 of the 4 years, and she's going to be playing D1 ball. There's a tie-up. Central Noble not quitting. Give them credit for that. So we got some subs coming in. Get some time here. Number 41, Carly Biddle, as some of the players. Number 13. Kalina Selleck gets the chance to play a little bit here in the semi-state game. Number 23, Lexi Carmichael checks in. Okay, we've got a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break and be back here in just a moment. You're watching RTC TV4.
Smith Farm Stores has everything you need for your home and your farm, both inside and out. We are your local Steel, Skag, and Simplicity dealer, offering a full-service center with a certified technician on site. Smith Farm Stores offers a wide variety of household appliances, including top-brand refrigerators, washing machines, and dryers. We are also a full-service paint center, offering on-site color matching and more. Stop by today or check us out online. Smith Farm Stores, everything you need and more.
All right, 11.9 seconds left. Oak Hill going to do it, 53-36. They're going to take a bus trip down to Indianapolis next Saturday, where they'll take on Winchester. And that one's going to be at 12:45 p.m. from Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Final score here from Logansport: Oak Hill Eagles 53, Central Noble Cougars 36. Your Oak Hill Eagles are the 2019 North Semi-State champions. Congratulations to Central Noble. They're going to end their season with a 27-1 record. Oak Hill will be 24-3, and we'll be playing next week against Winchester with a state championship on the line. So we're going to take a break here, and we're going to come back for post-game here in a moment from Logansport High School. You're watching RTC TV4. Be back in just a moment, and we'll get the post-game here with the girls as they cut the nets down here from Logansport High School.
Smith Farm Stores has everything you need for your home and your farm, both inside and out. We are your local Steel, Skag, and Simplicity dealer, offering a full-service center with a certified technician on site. Smith Farm Stores offers a wide variety of household appliances, including top-brand refrigerators, washing machines, and dryers. We are also a full-service paint center, offering on-site color matching and...
All right, so they're going to award the runner-up game ball here to the Cougars from Central Noble. Apologize for the heads in our shot there. Congratulations to the Central Noble Cougars on a great season. Unfortunately, comes to an end here today. And the 2A semi-state champions from Oak Hill High School being presented with their plaque to put on the front of their sectional trophy. And there are your 2019 semi-state champs on their way to Indianapolis next Saturday.
Tracy Stanley again.
All right, we got some final stats here for the game as we watch the Golden Eagles. So we'll do the Central Noble Cougars. Freeman led the Cougars with 16. She was 2 of 8 from the three-point line, 5 of 8 from the inside the arc. Leatherman only had 8. Bridget Gray came up with a 10-point game. Lydia Andrews with 2. And that's the scoring there for Central Noble. Leading all scorers, the senior for Oak Hill, Adriana Trexler, had 20 tonight. McCorkle had a nice game. She had 9. Hasty had 8, as did Westgate. We had Andrea Wilk with 2. And Kayla Roby had 6, but those were very timely buckets there by Roby. She really was kind of the catalyst for Oak Hill as they made that run late in the second and early in the third quarter.
Yeah, another thing that stands out is Trexler was 10 for 12 on the free throw line. It's not very often, one, that someone goes there and shoots 12 free throws, but then makes 10. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they definitely finished things out well, and henceforth they're out there.
That was a well-deserved win, yes.
Yep. So we're going to leave it here on the floor. I'm going to go over. Yeah, that'll.
Also, one of our great sponsors was.
We're gonna see if we can get a little better camera angle for you here as the Oak Hill Eagles get ready to cut down the nets from the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School.
Double specialized transfer. Well done score. Give Shane Arnold a call. His dad is Sam Arnold. Sam is a proud papa. Shane Arnold, give him a call. Double specialized transporter 260-349-9150. Stan, give us the score.
All righty. Looking at Cougars. Well, we're looking at Britt McCorkle, average 5 points a game, scored 9, had 3 critical steals, depends on the amount of time to get started. Britt McCorkle, senior, 9 points. Dennis Hasty, senior, scored 8 points. Bottom is quite a lot of it. That's the bottom of the line. Kaylee Roby, senior, 6 points. She averaged about 9. The player that came, 6-foot senior, scored 20 points. Leading scorer for Westgate, 6'1" junior, only scored 8 for the end of the game. Starting outside the earth. So just a little too much size. I will give. We would go kill the best moving forward. They've got 7 seniors, so, and they have yet to. I guess I can't like to see and they certainly have all the tools and all the weapons to do it. Probably Winchester. They gave us all we wanted last year. This is a team
Well, Winchester goes in with like something that's 3 record, but 2 record. Modern day, 17-10 is modern day.
And just from looking at everything and the common opponents and everything else, it looks like I'll be Winchester. We don't know that. I would certainly think it's Winchester again. And what I've seen of Winchester and Oak Hill, I think we still have the age, but we'll look at it. Cougars scoring, Sid Freeman in her career was 16 and 20. We allowed them in a disappointing game. Frustration off the best out of that is not Maria. And I don't think the technical was on Maria. I think it was kind of saying it was.
No, that came out after.
Okay, well they call it a personal foul or that. I don't know. And then so.
Final score, Vincent Reve beats University 61-50.
Playing with 8 points. She was bottled up on 3, 6, 5.
What did Tony ask?
All right, welcome back here to the Berry Bowl at Logansport High School. And Phil needs to keep his arm up right there. All righty, there we go. Got a lot of Oak Hill fans here on this side. They're all up on their feet and excited because the Golden Eagles are going to go down to Bankers Life Fieldhouse next Saturday and play for a state championship against Winchester at 12:45. Ought to be a good one down there. And they won this one 53-36 was your final score over the defending state champ and Class 2A #1 Central Noble Cougars. Congratulations to Central Noble on another great season. And appreciate everybody for sticking with us here as we just kind of wait, and we're going to get some footage of the Golden Eagles climbing the ladder and cutting down some nets here. We're going to get set then for game number 2 as the Northwestern Lady Tigers will So we'll have that game coming up here for you. That one's not going to tip until 7 p.m. So we'll be back on the air at 6:45 for that one. But we're going to keep it here as Oak Hill celebrates the semi-state championship, and just going to let you see here as all the players, all the fans, the student section, everybody's down on the floor. And here we go, Phil. Oh, you're on it. Never mind. Phil's on it. So Brittany McCorkle first up the ladder here for Oak Hill, 5'5" senior. She had a great game here tonight. She really was the catalyst with several steals in the second and third quarter, and ended the game, I believe, with 8 points on the night.
Yeah, that's happened before. But the game was all right.
9 points. Next up, Kayla Roby. She had a great game as well. Only had 6 points on the night, Mace, but man, like we said, they were 6 big points. It's not always about volume as much as when you score them.
Yeah, I guess she did have 4 in the first half and 2 in the second, but.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my bosses, Scott Sager and Joe McCarter, for letting us come down here. Joe's been texting me. He really enjoys the coverage of the Oak Hill Golden Eagles. Family from the Oak Hill area. His dad was a coach a long time down there in that area, and he appreciates the coverage. I appreciate him letting me do this. It's been an honor and a privilege to be able to do this. Came on board with RTC TV4 full-time back in August as a sports director, and been loving every minute of it. I can't express how much appreciation I have to both Scott and Joe for letting me do this and getting to do things like this, broadcasting a semi-state game here at Logansport, a beautiful facility. Again, thanks to everyone. You can see Brian Strong. He's not in the picture right there, but he's close. The athletic director here at Logansport High School. What a wonderful job that he's done. You can see, just a great atmosphere here, Mace.
Yeah, a lot of memories.
Remember, it's hard to believe that just 3 years ago,
just 3 years ago,
you were out there cutting those nets down at Crown Point High School, and you guys were preparing yourselves mentally for a trip to Indianapolis. And
Well, we're not going to talk about that game.
Well, you know, that was a tough week. I mean, we had a stinking snowstorm. How many days of school did you miss that week? 3? 2? I mean, talk about getting thrown off of your rhythm. I mean, it just... And then you have a team from southern Indiana. They had sunny weather all week. You know, they didn't have to deal with a foot of snow like we did. So, but you know, just getting a chance to go down there. I mean, you know, it's as a lifelong Hoosier that's just a little crazy about basketball. I mean, what an experience that's got to be.
Thanks, Fred. Thank you.
Janessa Hasty cutting her chunk of the net down. Didn't stay up there long enough to get the obligatory picture from her mom, so she had to climb back up there. And Trexler leading all scorers tonight with 20. She deserves a really big chunk of that net. What was she, 8 for 8 from the free throw line? Again, we thank everybody that's tuning in here. A little extended coverage
25 minutes of trying to get it. I hear you going to try. What a beautiful
as the Oak Hill Golden Eagles win the North Semi-State here at Logansport High School. You can see the score still up there, 53-36, your final over Central Noble. Girls down there cutting down the nets, and like Macy said, it does bring back a lot of memories. We were up at Crown Point, had Phil on the camera for us there
every once in a while.
At Crown Point. No, he's going back. Give us a second here. He's readjusting the camera a minute.
By doing a couple games, like doing Angora High School versus DeKalb High School is what I'm talking about. Not this one. You know, or Prairie Heights. You know where that's at? You ever hear of that? Prairie Heights or Angola or some of the teams up there. I'm going to give you my card. And
he didn't like that setup. Macy's working her way into a radio job over here. So we're just going to leave it here. I'm going to stop talking and let you enjoy the sights and sounds here from Logansport High School as the Lady Golden Eagles are cutting down the nets. All right, well, it looks like they're getting some final pictures and everybody wrapped up here. The nets are down, and the Oak Hill Golden Eagles celebrate a semi-state championship here at the Berry Bowl. And best of luck to the Golden Eagles as they head down to Indianapolis next Saturday to take on Winchester. That one's going to tip at 12:45 from Bankers Life Fieldhouse. And we appreciate everybody for tuning in to game number 1 here from Logansport. We're going to be coming back here at about 6:45 for game number 2. We're going to shut things down here on this one and come back with Northwestern, the Class 3A number 1 team, defending state champions, as they take on the Giants from Marion High School. Ought to be a good one coming up next for you here on RTC TV4. For Phil Dean on the camera for us today, Macy Stricker, I'm Steve Stricker, saying thanks for watching, and tune back in here in just a few as we get set for game number 2.